Hey there! Just wanted to share a little bit how can you create new datasets on LangWatch and all the customization options that we have. So when you go to the datasets page, you can create a new dataset. You have either one message per row or one LLM call per row. One message per row translates to your whole pipeline, input and output. This is very useful for you to run tests on your whole pipeline, no matter what retrievers or LLM calls you have in the middle. While the one LLM call per row stores each input and output pair for each LLM call inside the pipeline. This is very useful when you are improving the prompts and the LLMs individually on the pipeline. And both of those, they have columns that you can choose and customize. So for example, context, the spans, which is each steps between those inputs and outputs. I'll leave it out. One thing about the LangWatch datasets is that they are very close connected to the platform. It is very easy for you to add new entries to your dataset because you can get them directly from the production data you have been tracing. So when I add here comments, annotation scores, and evaluations, this comes from the data that is connected to your trace. So any annotations that you might have done and comments you might have added, and the evaluation scores you did, so then you can use later for comparison and for evaluation or really any other usage. So as I create this data set, I can go back to my messages on the table view, and then I can select which messages I want to add there on this data set. Let me add those full ones. Then once I select the data set, you can see that all those column contents are extracted automatically from the traces. You can see all the columns and you can have a preview on what will be there. You can customize those columns. You can change, for example, if you expected this output actually to just have 3 options, so maybe you can change here already before saving to the data set. Then once you do save this to the data set, you can add there as well. For example, you can change the expected output here as well. Let's change this to have an exclamation mark and a happy face. And then you can export it as a CSV for any usage and upload another CSV in its place. And then when you upload the CSV here, you get an option to map each column. So you can have CSVs on any format that you'd like and then just map back on the schema of the dataset that you built. And then once you have a good enough dataset, you can use that to run batch evaluations and improve your LLM pipeline performance. That's it.